Hello and welcome to Mami TV Primetime English News. This is ROMEE NINGOMBAM, now the news in details. National BJP President JP Nadda has accorded a warm welcome to 5 JDU MLAs of Manipur who newly joined BJP. Chief Minister N. Biren, President of BJP Manipur Pradesh and BJP Manipur in charge Sambir Patra attended the ceremony held at the office of the National Party leader. JP Nadda welcomed the members of the JDU Legislative Party who joined the BJP recently, namely KH Joy Kisan, Thangzam Arun Kumar, Ngursanglur Sanate, Mohammad Achab Uddin and LM Khaute by presenting them with shawls. Member of Rajya Sabha King Sanajau Semba has expressed the need to honor people who have been taking active role for protection and promotion of Sanamahism of the Meitei community. He said this at the closing event of the third Foundation Day of Amay Piba Apullo, APAL, held at the Lining Tau Sanamahi Temple at Hayin Kongbal Ufong today. Speaking further, Sanajauba Lesemba said, if it wasn't for the dedicated efforts of the elderly people to safeguard the Meitei faith, bringing up the culture and religion to this current level would have been impossible. Expressing the need for the present generation to follow the footsteps of the elders, he wished the elders long life with full of happiness and God's blessing.
Asigi thalomsita aikona maruina thalomsi pangthokpagi nunggi oiba bagi maramdi aikogi Meitei inat laining gi damakta aikogi seliba songiba hariba laining sibu hinghaliba haiba tare samna haibada aikogi sei sakpa pungyeiba adagi aikogi chak thongba arang phom phamba aduga aikogi sumaina leiriba adagi irat isol tawba mayamse masi mayam sibu aikoina sakhangba aduga makoi bu pungning thawgatpa makoina tawbirakiba mayamdo madu aikoina ningsangaga makoida ngamjaba ikai kumba upage dugma thawramni.
Vice President of Sanamahi Temple Board and MLA of Kairao AC M. Rameswar, Senior Member of the Board Kaisam Ibomcha, Vice President of the Board Senzan Vidyapati, President of APAL Kangleipa Moirang Mayum Baigya, and Manipur State Kala Academy awardee Konsam Jitain graced as the President members at the observance. Awards were distributed to 25 religious workers on the occasion. Manipur's Huidrom Design Studio has been conferred the prestigious International Muse Design Award 2022 for the project Mount Manipur Memorial under the Architectural Concept Design Competition. A letter sent to the principal designer of Huidrom Design Studio, Suresh Huidrom, by the Muse Designs Award IAA Global Team said over 6,000 designs of different designers from across 38 countries submitted for the award. Huidrom Design won gold in the Architectural Concept Design Competition by defeating them all. Mount Harriet is the highest peak in Andaman and Nicobar Island. The erstwhile king of Manipur, Maharaja Kulachandra Daja Singh, along with 22 Manipuri freedom fighters, were exiled during Anglo-Manipuri War 1891. The peak was renamed Mount Manipur in October 2021, acknowledging the contribution of the king. The memorial, devoted exclusively to the freedom warriors, span across an area of more than 45,000 square feet. It features the back of the royal elephant with the museum, royal sword monument, galleries, an outdoor auditorium, cafeteria, and a beautiful garden. According to the principal designer of Huidrom Design Studio, Suresh Huidrom, the memorial structure was designed under the guidance of Chief Minister In Biren as a tribute to the forefathers who sacrificed their lives for the cause of protecting the sovereignty of Manipur. He hoped that the design would enhance the profile of Mount Manipur, formerly known as Mount Harriet National Park, to generate tourist interest and also help in showcasing the history of Manipur. The project design team includes Suresh Huidrom, Nivia Lystrom as chief lead architect, Ribas Akoizam as visual architect, Galaxy NINGOMBAM as civil engineer, and Denny Ahong Sangbam as assistant architect. Besides, the sword monument is a tribute to the martyrs who sacrificed their lives in the freedom struggle. It has a dedicated gallery for Maharaja Kulachandra Daza Singh, along with another 22 Manipuris. It features the back of the royal elephant with the museum, royal sword monument, galleries, an outdoor auditorium, cafeteria, and a garden. 4 masked men in civil dress who identified themselves as personnel of Imphal East Police Commando allegedly came to the house of HRD Secretary, United Committee Manipur UCM RK Mangisana at Wangjing Purna Haitupokpi in Thobal district last night and picked up his younger brother RK Raju alias Inau, aged 42. He was later reportedly set free in a secluded area after physically assaulting him and robbing him of his money and belongings. A press meet was held in this regard at the residence of RK Mangisana this morning, attended by members of Mayrapaibi clubs and organizations of the locality. Addressing the press meet, victim RK Raju said the masked persons came to their house in a white-color Maruti Swift car with no registration number around 7 last night. After showing an I-card of Civil Commando Imphal East, they forcibly took him in a car and blindfolded him. Raju further related that the men trashed him and asked unfounded questions if he has guns hidden in his house, if he is involved in black business, and why his Scorpion car is white in color when it was written red in the registration paper, etc. They also robbed him of 35,000 rupees cash, his gold chain and rings, and pushed him off the car in a secluded foothill. When he unfolded his eyes, they were no longer there. He then went to a nearby house and found out that he was at Uyakuno. Later, he called his brother RK Mangisana and returned home, Raju related. Taking part in the press meet, HRD Secretary UCM RK Mangisana remarked the treatment meted out to his brother as extremely unfortunate and stating that it is unlikely that personnel of Imphal East Police Commando will carry out such act. He urged the Imphal East Police Commando to clarify if they were involved or not in the same.
시ум바 통독시 ngarangi 통독시 아이코이 토이도포 쿠동티바 푸름바 제이람바 아마디 사나 포기바 पैसा पोखिबगी लाइबक फबनी करिगुंबा फतेनुंगदा थोमगदी अखोई कनादा ताइनगदैनो मखोइना लापा मतमदा आईडी उलमी हाइरिबा आईडी सी फदौना सतोगा याम थुना सिंगसलगा मखोई इम्फाल ईस्ट की सिविल कमांडो नि हाइबनी अदोरगदी अखोइदी कंप्लेन तौफमसी इम्फाल ईस्ट की सिविल कमांडो उइबनीना इम्फाल ईस्ट की सिविल कमांडो सिंगना हाइरिबा सिगुंबा थौदागिबा मी लेबरा
A combined team of Bisnupur Police Commando and Pugakchau Ikai Police Station arrested 2 persons along with 268 grams of heroin powder. The arrested persons have been identified as Lumkosei Haukip, age 37, son of Jangkhongam Haukip of 14 Holenjang Village, Kingjoy in Chandel District, and Ngamkolen Kongsai, age 24, son of Limsei Kongsai of Laisam Tampak. According to a police report, the combined team of Bisnupur Police Commando and Pugakchau Ikai Police Station conducted a routine frisking and checking duty at Kwakta Ward number 8 along Gotol Road last evening. During the check, the team detained 2 persons coming in a Royal Enfield bearing registration number MN02Z4459. They recovered 22 soap cases containing 268 grams of heroin. On verification, they disclosed that they bought the heroin for selling to prospective buyers. The arrested person along with the seized items were handed over to Pugakchau Ikai Police Station for further necessary action. Organic pineapples cultivated in Manipur begin sale at Dubai-based Lulu Hypermarket. The pineapple stalls were opened through video conference on Saturday. Deputy General Manager of Agriculture and Forest Food Products Export Development Authority, APIDA, Binita Sudansu, General Manager of UK Boots, Dr. Sudansu, Director of Lulu Group International, Julfikar, Additional Chief Secretary of Horticulture and Soil Conservation, Government of Manipur, P. Bai Fai, top-ranking officials of the department and Manipur Organic Mission Agency and representatives of former producer company attended the event. Speaking on the occasion, Additional Chief Secretary Horticulture, Bai Fai said, "It is a very happy moment for the people of the state. It gave the farmers the market they were looking for to sell their produce. Pineapples of the state are popular in Lulu Hypermarket. This is a historical moment for the state and its people." Kangabam Laikai Apunba Mayrapai B and Hardworking Group under the supervision of Sagolban Assembly Constituencies MLA today organized a one-day free dental camp and anti-rabies vaccination program at Sagolban Kangabam Laikai Community Hall. Speaking on the occasion, former president of Naharul Welfare Club, NWC, Sagolban Tongbram Nabachandra said, "Using tobacco products lead to diseases and teeth damages." He lamented the rise of tobacco consumption among middle-aged women and young girls. Stating that teeth are a very important part of human beings, he said, "It is important to keep the teeth healthy for a healthy body." They will organize such free camps in different parts of Sagolban AC. Nabachandra also extended appreciation to MLA Imo for supporting such welfare programs.
Dental especially emphasis dental sina saba mouth sangi dorimi mouth sangaga sida requirement digest or sembala mouth si patragadi chari patragadi kamu si health awareness section Machina awareness
Mami Tawan Foundation celebrated its 6th Foundation Day at the all-age home run by All Manipur Women's Association located at Nongwebo. Mami Tawan Foundation presented simple gifts to the elderly persons at the all-age home. Simple refreshment and musical event were the highlights of the observance. Chairman of the foundation, ROMEE, extended best wishes to the people on the occasion of its Foundation Day and assured that the foundation will continue to extend possible help to the society. Green Resistance Manipur, along with the locals of Nongmeiban village, planted around 700 stinky bean seedlings in the surrounding areas of Nongmeiban village. President of Green Resistance Manipur and environment activist Ambika Lystrom said, Green Resistance Manipur has been planting saplings to contribute to the environment affected by deforestation. India reports 6,809 new COVID-19 cases with 26 deaths in the last 24 hours. With this, India's total tally of COVID-19 cases rose to 4.44 crore, while the active cases declined to 55,114 according to the data updated by Union Health Ministry. The overall death count rose to 5.27 lakh with 26 fatalities in the last 24 hours, which includes 8 deaths reconciled by Kerala alone. The active cases, however, comprise 0.13% of the total infections. The national COVID-19 recovery rate has increased to 98.68%, the Health Ministry said. The daily positivity rate was recorded at 2.12% and the weekly positivity rate at 2.42%. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the infection surged to 4.38 crore. On the other hand, 2.24 crore doses of COVID vaccine have been administered in the country under the nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive. Kerala Assembly Speaker M.B. Rajesh on Saturday tendered his resignation from the post after the ruling CPIM decided to appoint him as the minister in the LDF government. According to media reports, Rajesh handed over his resignation to Deputy Speaker Chitayam Gopakumar. Addressing the media after the resignation, Rajesh said his job as Speaker was a learning experience. Party sources said he will take oath as a minister next week. The CPIM had on Friday announced the resignation of the party's newly appointed State Secretary M.V. Govindan from the cabinet. Pakistan's catastrophic floods resulted in the death of nearly 1,300 people in the country, even as relief operations continue. Casualties since June have reached 1,290, with 29 people dying in the last 24 hours, the National Disaster Management Authority said on Saturday. Meanwhile, Pakistan government agencies and private NGOs continue with their relief operations, described as a humanitarian disaster of epic proportions. Large parts of the country remain submerged, particularly the provinces of Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and Sindh in the south. At least 180 people have died in Sindh, followed by Khyber Pakhtunkhwa 138 and Balochistan 125, the report said. At least 1.46 crore houses have been partially or totally damaged, while more than 7 lakh livestock have been killed due to the floods. Before we wind up the headlines once again. For Mami TV Primetime English News, thank you for tuning in.